Guy asks, why am I shit fucked? That's funny, man. I mean, I don't know. It's your shit. I mean, what am I supposed? I don't know. Anyway, welcome on into the stream. I appreciate you being here. If you're still here. Howdy, everybody. Welcome in. It's Alternate History Gaming with me, Bank60s, on a Saturday night. And I'm pretty pumped about this upcoming stream. We've got Scourge of War once again with us tonight. We're going to go ahead and jump into a sandbox battle. I'm going to crank it up to Army v. Army tonight. Let's just do something easy and something we haven't done before. That's the idea. Something new, and I think it would be something that would be entertaining at the end of the day. We're going to leave in place a couple of different things. We're going to keep the random maps. We'll do that. Turning okay. Yep. We're going to do all that. And let us just make sure we have everything set exactly right before we actually begin our gameplay. And by the way, we did keep that AI count change for Scourge of War right here because that, I think, is a nice little fix for what ails us when it comes to the performance of the AI. So I want to believe that maybe we've solved our problem in that department. Of course, I really appreciate everybody who has been tuning in. We've had an unbelievable response to both Grau and I's multiplayer episodes here in the live stream. My solo plays, I mean, we're talking a lot of hundreds and hundreds of views. So my thanks to you, of course, everybody who keeps tuning in. That has been huge for me, man. So I appreciate you guys for taking the time. It's huge. Tonight, I would remind you, if you're already a fan of the channel and you're watching right now, remember, click the thumbs up button. If you're new, subscribe. I'm Bank60s. You can find me on YouTube and, of course, Discord as well if you want to connect with me there. Let's jump in the chat tonight. Hit the comments in the VOD coming up, too, when it publishes. And now we jump into the game itself and get ourselves ready for a little Civil War Sandbox battle play here. Single player, okay? This is how you set this up. Little sandbox. I want to go with just one of these random maps. And we'll just do bing, bong right there. And we're going to do Army v. Army and hunt them down. And we will try to balance forces. We will use... We will use... Let's be the Yanks. We started out in the Union headquarters, right? So why don't we just be... be our man Sickles? Or, no, we don't. Hooker's whole army would be too much. That would be too much. We're not doing that. We can't do that. Let's be the Antietam. Let's do Army v. Army. Or is there Chancellorsville like day 1 or 2? Yeah, no, there's not. Dang it. Okay, so let's do the Antietam OOB. Will be McClellan. There will be 5 objectives. The points will be up to, say, about 34,000. Taking one for 15 minutes will mean 2,000 points, and that sounds just fine with me. We're going to go with 2:20 time limit. We might play a little late into the night. We'll see how many folks we get jumping in on this thing. Cup of Joe in hand, of course. Here we go. I would say that pretty much does it. We're McClellan. It's Godcam. No couriers. We're going to jump into this playthrough right here. Fondly do we hope, fervently do we pray, that this mighty scourge of war may speedily pass away. Not today, I say. Okay, let's get her started. We have the entire Army of the Potomac here. Okay. Mansfield's Corps here. Let's go ahead. Let's just start moving guys around. Let's just have some fun, huh? Hey. Mansfield. Let's get you Take command of you. Command map, man. You're gonna go up to Gurley, right up here, and we're gonna have you form column by divisions. You go ahead. You take the road. Well, yeah, you take the road. All right. Now, the other one was Pleasanton's cavalry. Let's go ahead and grab it. Let's go ahead and let's send them. Let's send them kind of down right over here. Right there like that. And they can take the road. Bingo. There you see the cav is going to be all strung out like that. So what we'll do instead is this. We're going to go like this. Boom. We're going to find his spot right here. We're going to fine tune it so that he's facing kind of east, southeast, more this way, like that. Then we're going to go bang, boom, po, bap, nope, bam, just like that. And that looks quite a lot better, I will say. Quite a lot better. All right, now that we've got Mansfield kind of figured out too where he wants to go, let's get him selected, and let's do the same thing we were doing before with the cavalry. We got wide open terrain out here. Not the best place to fight a battle. I don't love it. So east, well, this is actually not bad. This is pretty good. So let's bring Mansfield's corps here. They'll form line, bing, bang, boom. All right. And we'll have Mansfield right there. Okay. Let's get, okay, who is here? Couch. So 2nd Corps is around here. There's 9th Corps. So 9th Corps is kind of near the front, looks like. Burnside. We'll be able to keep a lot of corps in reserve, I think. Oh, we have 2 objectives here that he could go get. No problem, right? So let's go boom. And let's say Burnside sets himself up. Kind of facing that way. Right there. There. He can set up kind of right over boom, there. Bonk. Just like that. Huge core. Huge freaking core, man. As a matter of fact, let's change it a bit. Let's just shift it a bit to the right. All right. Bonk. Just like that. Bingo. Okay. So who we have that hasn't moved yet? We have Smith. Couch. Edmund. Who is this? Who is this? Let's go up. Ah, Franklin 6 Corps. Is that who this is? No. Let's go here. Who you boys with? 2nd Division, William Smith. Oh, okay. Franklin 6. Okay. So 6 Corps probably would take up a position here. So we'll move them by the corps. Kind of down in here. Facing south-southeast, east-southeast as the case may be. Just kind of right in here. And we'll go column like that. Oh, I see. Okay, no, we want to go kind of more straight east. So now something that's actually different than what we've normally done in the past is we're moving by more so by core than by division. So the Rebs will probably come after this. Mansfield, we don't need you going all the way out there, buddy. And Pleasanton. Chill, man. Go with your troops. Go with your troopers. All right, so we'll have a nice position right here. You got the main north-south road, which I'm sure the Confederates will use. They might like to have this road. They'll probably go after that. They'll probably go after this. Kind of be in a long line here. I think we play defense over this way. We get our cavalry spread out. We get another corps positioned here. We'll wait. Little Army v. Army action here tonight, boys. Here we go. Let's go ahead and move me a little bit. And we can do a little time compression, I'd say. Move a few corps out. And what we'll do is, I think I'll get specific with deployments here, most likely. You can see artillery running out front, as has kind of always been the case. I think what I'll do is, even if I take this and have it, I'll likely stay on the offensive, because I know with the Antietam OOBs that the Rebs are outnumbered by quite a bit. All right, so down here, let's take Sumner's second corps. I think will take up like this whole position down here. And Pleasanton will be kind of more toward the stream. So let's get Sumner. Boom. Let's take him down to about here, facing south. Right. Oh, and there's a teeny tiny little tributary stream right there. Okay. Well, we'll want to have him in here, so a little bit further east. So I'd say we'll set Sumner up here. Just like that. Bingo. That looks pretty good to me. We'll have the rest of the army in reserve. And then we'll start getting specific about deployments here in just a bit. Hop on in. It's Scourge of War tonight, boys. And we're live. We are live, man. All right, slow it back down a little bit. I might see rebel artillery. By God, there they are. I would imagine they're heading toward the victory location. Which way are they? Which way are they? They're south. All right, let's have this brigade of cavalry get out in line right here. Let's have this battery. Let's have it get out right here. Cavalry divisions, batteries, right? Let's go ahead and have this brigade set up over here. We'll have the cavalry in contact here. They're going to have... Oh, it's their cav down here too. Interesting. Okay. Who's supposed to be going here? 6 Pennsylvania. I don't think that's right. Farnsworth from Pleasanton. Okay, Rush's brigade. Let's select them. Boom. Oh, I see. Okay, so we'll we'll keep it. Okay, who's his brigade commander? Farnsworth. Up here. Right here. Double time. All right. We need these boys with Cap Cohen's division. Whiting's brigade of Cohen's division. Let's put them, on a defend. Works for me. Cohen, why don't you come right back here and get yourself on a defend. But then let's have some of his units be on a screen order. Okay, and the Army v. Army engagement begins here. We'll have our guns setting up. We've got guns that we see out that way. Here. Let's set this up kind of like that. Let's get these guys here. All right. All right. Okay, we got one brigade of Green's division, Crawford here. Let's throw them in these woods, maybe. Where are they headed? Okay, no, they're headed over here. I think we kind of got to let this shake out a little bit the way that our generals wanted it to. Keep the cannons busy firing away. Here we go. Let's TC these boys. Let's go get some of these guns, see if we can stop them. I think they're horse artillery, so we may not be able to keep up. Let's charge. Can't do it? Alright. Stop, dismount. Let's get to cover. Double timing it. Get on that stone wall. That'll be a good start. Infantry behind. Okay, you boys defending. Screen, please. Okay, you got this Reb Cav that's making its move. Holy smokes. We're going to probe here with Farnsworth's brigade. Fine. He's going to move forward a little bit there. Let's get these guns set up right, huh? Got ourselves a little stacked up. Let's go ahead and get the battery there. Go, go, go. And how about these boys? Here. Bingo. Go ahead, take the road. Let's see what we got. Okay. It's Mansfield's troops that'll be in combat first. Tell you what, let's do for a start here is Cochrane's 3rd Brigade of Couch's division. Let's get them forward kind of east of the Bond House up there. Couch. Yeah, let's have you in support. This is kind of it. This is where I want him. Except for kind of up here. We'll center him around these woods right here. Excuse me. Couch goes to here. He's in division line. He doesn't worry about any of anything. And we'll have this rough terrain right here. We could maybe use that. Uh-oh. What did I do here? What did I do here? Ah, okay, we need to get these guys moving again. The AI did the thing that it does. All right, Crawford and his brigade. Let's deploy. Okay, these boys go to the forest. All right, these boys in Tyndall's brigade. They come over this way. Bingo. These boys from Goodrich's brigade will come over here. And let's do assault columns with them. These guns here, boom. Right there. These guns here. All right, now we got to get back over to the cavalry. All right, infantry's on the field. Looks like Pleasanton is going to get aggressive over here. Interesting. This battery got way out here. Let's go ahead and set them up. Boom. Okay, this one is all set. Defend. Yep. Defend. And then this one needed to have kept going. To here. Keep going, boys. Alright, I don't think we have to worry about these screen orders anymore. We do need to get Mansfield or Sumner's Corps up, though. Hey, Wrecker with a $2 donation. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. What do we got here? What you say? What you say? Just want to say before I dip, keep up the good work. Thank you, sir. I appreciate. AI in this game is better thanks to a little fix that we did to what's called the AI count. Mars Brigade, Richardson's division. We're going to put them out. Okay, we're going to go right down here. Richardson's division. Set them up. Right out here. Like this. Okay, keep taking the roads. All right, so we'll have that division there. And then let's have Sumner's other two divisions. One push to here. No. Sedgwick. We're going to have him actually... Let's get him kind of more over here. Boom, boom, line, boom. No, we need to get him more kind of down this way. Kind of like this, boom. Like that is what we need to do. It'll be a little funky. All right, they're making us run here. Pleasanton's going to try to hold on right here. Our artillery is going to try and best theirs over this way, I believe. Once again, appreciate the super chats every time, fellas. That's huge. Always helps the channel. Okay, this is a little better. I like this with Sedgwick coming in here like this. Richardson's like that. That's fine. We got Rebs forming to the front up here. Don't quite know what we're up against. We're going to have Crawford's brigade go ahead and get itself into a probe. Let's have his division do the same. Gordon's brigade. Probe. See how the AI behaves here. And it'll be Mansfield's 12th Corps first up. Here we go with Steinrook's troops. Let's bring him right here. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Right there. Ooh, quite an artillery park for the Rebs over this way. We're going to engage them with our infantry, though. I see more Rebel infantry here. Looking all right on this side. 9th Corps is up. I'd say, oh my gosh, they've got a massive attack down this way. Okay. Let's take this artillery and start moving it south. We're going to want it. 2nd Division, Army of the Potomac. Yeah, okay, this is split out by division, is it? Back here. All right, so we're going to have to do this, I think, one battery time. Let's go like this. Double time. One battery here. Boom. Let's go. We need to try to get these guns going here, guys. We could find ourselves in some trouble. Alright, and then we need to get the troops going too. So let's go. Whose division is this? Smith's Ammo Wagon. William F. Smith's division. I would say we want to form them kind of down this way. Facing south, southeast like this. Let's do that. Okay, they'll be on the move. We'll have all these guns moving too. Let's get these guys going right here. Boom. Hey, Record drops another $10. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Hey, man, dropping in the super chat with a $10 donation. What do you got for me, brother? One other thing. When are you going to do a Whiskey and Lemons campaign on Grand Tactician? That being just an officer in the Army. Would love to see it. Love you for that, man. I'll tell you this. It's not in the near-term plan. I've got a Confederate campaign that I want to do. A Confederate Grand campaign that I want to do still. And we have a massive push over here by the Rebs. Holy smokes. We had better get some infantry up and quick. So Whiskey and Lemons, honestly, is kind of ways down the road. I appreciate you wanting me to do it. I really do. There are a lot of people who are really interested to see me play as the Confederates in a grand campaign setting and see how I handle that kind of differently from when I handled the overall war effort as the Union. It's quite a bit harder as the Confederates. The economy is harder to manage. I'm planning on setting up some pretty, high difficulty levels. So we're facing everybody differently here. Okay, that'll be good. That'll be good. Let's get back to these guys right here. And let's form them right. Let's get them formed up right here. See if they'll go there. And I believe Whiskey and Lemons is something that would be interesting and fun from a role-playing angle, for sure. What I would also say is, it seems to me like there could also be some downsides with it because of the way that the AI plays around you. That's what I've heard is like the main knock. If you understand my meaning. I've heard essentially that the AI acts really weird, you know, all around you. And it's a little frustrating, I guess. Okay, we're going to spread this out. Here we come with this core. I'd say it's time for 9th Corps or parts of it. Like, send its cavalry. Let's take the Cav Devon's brigade out. And let's just send them out here and look at this flank. Go. Double line. Take the road. Go ahead, double time it. Okay, then we're going to take parts in 9th Corps. Sturgis's division, for instance. And we're just going to take them and fill in right here. We got Couch's division up. So let's just have him go boom. And double line. And we'll make sure nobody stops right there. Let's get back down to the combat zone. Here you got Pleasanton's Cav still out here trying to hold fast. And I think you've got pretty much all of... I mean, that looks like the Rev main body to me, for sure. Are we routed? Nope, just retreating. And here we come with, I believe this is Sumner's troops. These boys, I think we could take them and reinforce these guns right here. Boom. We just need to be able to hang tight here. This is the side that I worry about, right? Look at all of their troops, man. Whew. Let's get Cox's division from 9th Corps. And let's bring them... Let's bring them here. They'll be like that. Not really quite like that. They'll be more like... this. Damn it. Okay, so they got to be kind of like this. We'll do assault columns, boom, like that. And they'll be there. We'll have artillery up there. Seems we're fighting against maybe Longstreet's troops over here. And all of his guns out. Kind of a chaotic environment here. Let's do... counter battery with these guns. Right here and right here. And right here, you're kind of trusting the AI to do a whole lot of work for you, really. Yeah, right. I appreciate you kind of wanting me to do that. I think it'll be good for the channel for me to do the CSA campaign. I think that'll be good for the channel to do that. Okay, these guns, these need to let's bring them over here. These guns need to get themselves set up. Probably more here. Boom. 12th Corps figuring things out. Cochrane's brigade. Let's bring them up to help in here. Assault columns up. Big brigade. They'll be in the woods right there. Good. Okay, we're going to have Tyndall's brigade jump into a probe. 5th Pennsylvania detachment. Oh, this is Burnside's cavalry. They're weary. Looks like they tried to take the road down here to go where they were going. Got it. We do have the main victory point right now. That's good. All right, so now we're going to have this brigade. Oh, he's going to go on an all-out attack, huh? Brooke, how about we dial that back a bit, buddy? How about we just dial that back a bit there, buddy? Weber's brigade of French's division. So maybe we have French come on over. So where is everybody else? They're going to be filing in here. French is kind of the last ones, I think, of the Corps over there. Cool little Army v Army sandbox we've got tonight with the Antietam OOBs. Yeah. Okay, we got Meyer on an all-out attack. Look at this coming across here. You boys need to get the heck out of here. And we are playing with the Turning Point mod on, by the way. Let's get out of here. Let's get these guns out of here. Retreat. Fire and recoil. All right, made them run off. Good. Defend. I think defend is kind of more of a flexible type of a stance. Let's get his division on defend. Yep. Cohen's division. Appears that may be the only Union troops we got left over here. Who this is? Dana's brigade? Where are they supposed to be? Oh, they're not where they're supposed to be, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and reset them and bring them here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, bow. Get a move on. Damn it. Getting all sweaty in here, damn it. Alright. So here you have this completely chaotic battle. We're going to take the 10th main right here and in road column and go in double time. We're going to get tricky and charge all these guns out if we can. Here comes the 10th main. Oh, they're not going to charge. They're energetic, for crying out loud. Okay. Interesting. So the 10th main will stand there and get hammered with canister. It would appear. Let's have these guns also counter battery. These guys are smart, standing on the opposite end of the slope. These guys are taking it. Oh my gosh, they're taking it in the teeth. Really bad. They're still doing fine though. They've got a lot of troops. Let's go. Let's go. 10th main into the attack. Can we charge yet? Oh, yes we can. We just can't charge into guns, it looks like. That's funny. Look at this. Look at this. We're just in the middle of the guns here. Volley out. Oh, canister fire. Can we charge? There we go. There we go. That's funny. Alright, we'll give these units both back to the AI. And that'll be fun. Ah, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, man. I love getting on here. This is some work that I could do with no complaint, my friend. No complaint at all. Oh, crazy sandbox battle here. Army v. Army. Antietam OOB. This is the rebel main body over here. If we can throw them back, I do believe we've probably won the battle. I would say all this cavalry could get out of here. All this cavalry. Get out of here. All this damn cavalry. Make way for the infantry. Wherever it is. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got caught up, huh? Okay, Dana's brigade. All of these guys got caught up, it looks like. Alright. So, here we go. Dana's brigade is thrown in right here. Okay. These boys all got caught up. Gorman's brigade. Okay, he goes in. He goes into these woods over here. Actually, don't worry about the roads. Just get there. Alright then, and then we got Oliver Howard's brigade, the Philadelphia brigade. Alright then, alright. And we'll take them. Let's bring them here. Assault column. We're moving ahead with these troops here, and we're stopping them right there. That's good, that's good, that's good. Good, 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 good. Maximum Civil War battle chaos. Okay, I'd say it's time for us to begin throwing in some reinforcements on this side here. 2nd Division. I think we move your whole formation forward 1,000 yards. I think we have to do this first. And then they'll go 1,000 yards forward. Good. And they'll be on the flank. Oh, and here we have more Rebs. Interesting. In the center. Down there, this crossing right here. Ooh, okay. We're probing. I'm fine with that. These boys. Probing. Fine with that. We had these guns set up fine. This Confederate artillery right here. Wow, they're going to just split our troops right here. Let's go. We need to get these guys unlocked. Boom. All out attack right in here. What a clever little move right there by the Rebs. They're going to keep some of our troops occupied trying to take them out. Bingo. That's a nice move by the Rebs right there. Keep that fire hot back here, damn it. Good, good. What are you boys doing? Get over here. Managing to hold on by the skin of our teeth over here. It's a good thing we've got this counterattack working. Here and over here too. We probably need to come back this way with you, boy. Okay. Deadly battlefield out here right now. Let's go ahead and get the cavalry out kind of the rest of the way. Nasty little meeting engagement here, boys. Cavs holding on. I don't think we're going to need the whole army here. Okay, these guns could probably help out a little more over here. Right, these boys. They could probably help out a little more like this. Let's have these guns go ahead and get set up right here. Bing, bang, boom. Check the chat. Yeah, right. So that's kind of part of the reason this channel exists. I'm glad you bring that up. I could get accused of befouling the great legacy of the Total War franchise, right? You know, and that, I guess, would be fair. It's just that I played Total War for a really long time in my life, and it just, after a while, I got worn out with it. I studied a whole lot more about all of these different periods. I wanted something more realistic and real, like representative, something that I feel like I could call like a real war game, you know, something just a little bit more robust. And I was the same way. I'd played Total War. I didn't really know anything else. And then I saw Scourge of War, and it was like I never knew what love was, you know what I'm saying? And then Grand Tactician happens, and that's both the best designed campaign game and not a bad battle simulator either, all rolled into one. So, you know, I just think I think Total War is still one of those games that's going to be like you can pick it up, you can just have a little battle candy for a half hour, an hour, hour and a half. You can jump on and play it multiplayer and compete with people online, and it's, you know, it's good for that. It'll still be good for that. Total War will be. But for those players who just want to have a little bit more of an historical kind of an experience, games like Scourge of War are here. Games like Grand Tactician are here, and that's what they're here for. So, you know, you got to try to take advantage of it. And you know, they're just better games for. Frankly, the scale, like Total War games, you can get like a 4v4 multiplayer, and the scale of the game is just massive, right? But this is more realistic. It's got brigades and regiments and divisions and corps, and they're realistic in their organization. They're representative in their formations. You know, one thing that bugs me, started to bug me after a while about Total War, was that you were out there making formations, like with the Civil War mod, you were out there making formations of 4 guys deep, like, and they're out there fighting in line. Like, that just, I'm sorry, like, that bothers me. They didn't fight like that, man. They didn't fight like that. And this game and Grand Tactician 2 are just, they decided, I think, to try and make it like it was in a video game, and Scourge of War was the first to come along and really strike me as a game that was really doing it right, doing it justice, and doing it right. As we have these guns all trapped in here. Nice. And then you got Confederates kind of half in, half out right here. It would appear they're not totally sure how they want to approach this situation. By the way, this is W.F. Smith's division over here. That's kind of hanging on in the center. We're going to be on an attack. Wow, look at all this out here, man. Holy smokes. Army v. Army. Deadly. Get out of there. Retreating. They got artillery up, it looks like. They might have us outgunned significantly in this, on this side right here. We might have them out this way, though. But of course, what I would say is that I believe, really I do believe, so you have Scourge of War is kind of like the next evolution after Total War. And I think it's just going to, I hate to say it, but I think Scourge of War is going to continue to be an underappreciated game. I think it was a game that was made almost a little bit before its time, a little bit. Nobody was quite ready for it. Nobody was, like, no gamers, no video gamers were old enough and interested enough in having it be like this yet when they made it. And I think you're going to have a whole wave of gamers that want to see it more like this. But there's a new game that's going to be coming out by the guys at Grand Tactician. And they're going to be doing it Napoleonic. They're going to try and achieve this level of scale, but even bigger. And I really believe there's a chance they may come up with like the next thing for everybody who's been playing Total War, who's just kind of like, I want something that's bigger and more real. I got a feeling like they're going to knock that thing out of the park, and people are going to love it, and they're going to start kind of leaving like thinking of Total War. And this is kind of the way that I've thought of it too, frankly. It's like Total War is kind of still, it's like now it's like kid stuff to me a little bit, and I don't mean that as an insult. It's like Battle Sugar, like I was talking about. But it's a little bit like kid stuff now. And I was just more grown up in my interests, and I wanted something, real, gritty, adult, if you will, not kid stuff that was more, rooted in historical realism, right? And as chaotic as this is, right, it's better, in my opinion. It just is. Gosh, I need a drink refill. Got a hell of an army battle going on here, boys. Okay, I think we need to go ahead and get the rest of 9th Corps going. Wilcox's division. Why don't you come on down right here, bruh. And we'll just be fighting with like 2/3 of the army here, kind of as McClellan would, right? And then let's have this division under Rodman. Let's have them go here in column. And they'll just be out here on the flank, 9th Corps, right? And the only thing about this game that that they kind of get wrong and that I don't love is the AI in this game will kind of clump its artillery up like this. When you do a meeting engagement and hunt them down, sandbox gameplay like we're doing here, the artillery does some kind of weird, funky stuff. Let's watch this as we go and get a little refill on the drink right here. Let's pop me off the camera. Don't need to see my ugly mug while I do this. All right, guys. I'll be back in just a bit. Hang tight. Okay, we're back. Mason jar and a beer in hand right here. Let's get back to it. Okay, so thing is, they've got some pretty cracked troops here. Okay, we're winded right here. We can start doing something about all this right here. Let's have this regiment retreat. These boys head that way. These boys retreat. Let's have these boys head on in. Let's have these boys head on in right here. And right here. Okay, now Cochrane's brigade on the right over here will be the one that has to try to hold. You got some reserve Confederates over here. This is their big push. Let's try and get a uniform line using this wall, huh? That's fine right there. These guns. Let's take them off and go probe. See what happens. You know, something that I've not done a lot of is just letting the battery commanders do do their own thing, and kind of what ends up happening with that. Okay, we did get some infantry up right here. Let's go defend. Let's have these cavalry get the heck out of here. Here we go. There's Dana. Let's bring him on up. And let's have all of these guys retreat in order to help Dana's troops move straight forward through all this BS. Volley out right here. Okay, these boys need to retreat. You. Pull them back. This is where we got to hold up this attack right here. Epic scale and Scourge of War, gentlemen. Oh, we don't seem to be doing so hot over here anymore. All right. Retreat. Retreat. Snug up against here. Shit. Alright. Let's say we need Howard's brigade to move itself over here. And let's say we take Torbert's brigade right here. Let's bring them here. Bartlett's brigade. Let's bring them down here. Like so. Okay, let's keep these guys retreating. This cav here. Just try to get it out of the way. And we'll come through the woods, I think, with a lot of these troops that are moving forward on this side. Thin blue line. God dang, how many red units are there? Okay, you're starting to get across here. They're pushing us a little here in the center. Let's have these guns fire and recoil. Let's have these guns do the same. Then I would say we take these brigades here, get them on an attack. You get on an attack on Tyndall. More 9th Corps troops moving ahead, right? We got more couch troops here. This brigade, let's throw in here. This one, let's try to get it around here. We'll have Crawford, I think, reform his troops. Boy, he's not done so well here. Crawford hasn't. Cochran over here is left to try and figure out the center flank here. You can get on that wall. Let's get this regiment down here. Got to be able to hold in these woods. Probably will. I don't think I'm in a position to attack, per se. 120th Pennsylvania, stop. Come this way. Double time. In this game, they do not interact with walls. You have to put them on there. They'll get credit for having them as cover. I can show you right here. Once these guys get there. So then we go take command, jump on the wall, boys. Wall. See it change to wall? Okay. So there you have that. Then you'll have this regiment jump on the wall right here. Volleys out. We're on the wall, so our defensive cover, defensive terrain bonus is going to be significant. See these boys? Push the 3 key. Should move them up on the wall. Bingo. Right there. This regiment could probably squeeze in right here, except we want to probably do that to get them there. Let's double time. And if we hold this wall with this part of Cochrane's brigade right here, I think we might be in pretty good shape in this sector. Going to have these brigades right here defending, right? Let's bring these guns forward. Like so. These guys come on up here. We need all the rest of this artillery, I think. Just form a big group of guns right on this, around these woods right here. Okay, I think we drove them, at least the guns that were messing around over here. Let's go ahead. Always minding your artillery here. Holding the line in here, it looks like. Good. Skirmishing here along the wall. They could take us here if they wanted, I think. Oof. All right, let's get over here. Double quick, boys. Advance. We firing out of these woods good. We're hanging tough down here. Hancock's brigade and Brooks' troops, part of William F. Smith's division, part of Franklin's 6th Corps, right? Okay. That's who we had down here. And the fighting over here on the right. Oh. Chaotic and deadly, but we're hanging tough for now. Oof. Not everywhere. Advance. We're on the attack here. Let's go ahead and let's go defend. I don't think we can attack on this right side any longer. Here we go. Howard, get yourself into a defend too. Should be able to deal with this. Bingo. Hold to the last, boys. Hold to the last. Get out of here. Okay, Davis's division of cavalry needs to just stop doing what it's doing. Or rather, Davis's brigade. So Cohen's whole division. I want you guys all to retreat, man. We got the infantry up now. Charge. 34th New York into the Jefferson Davis Mississippi Legion of Cavalry. Oh my gosh, right here. Look at here. Oh, they figured, so you like, that's the I guess that's a thing I love about this game is you can't really see all of the stuff at work so well because the graphics are, you know, they are what they are. Not the best. But if you've played long enough and understand, you know, woods factor in, a stone wall factors in, elevation, yes, factors in. Your killing power goes up. You can just kind of learn to appreciate that about this game. Alright, we're doing okay over here, it looks like. How about we get this guy and get him into an attack? Let's start pushing in here. This brigade, all out attack. Let's go. Your brigade. Attack. Mars brigade. They've been out here a long time and they're losing quite a few men though. How about this brigade? Kind of further toward the rear under Morris. All out attack. Let's go. Let's try to take this orchard, huh? Let's start moving toward it. Bing, bang, boom. Oh, my word. Look at this engagement, boys. Okay, now we're coming around the flank right here. Here's our flank attack on this side. Perfect timing. We just got here. All out attack. Go, go, go. We're wrapping them. We're wrapping them. We don't want to push too hard over here, I don't think. Got all these cannons we're setting out. Let's go ahead and go counter battery fire with everybody again. Please. They seem to be doing all right over here. Ooh, Crawford's brigade. They're in rough shape. And yeah, they've kind of blown a hole through here. Let's have these troops get out of here. Let's just give them a good portion of this front line. If they want to bring their infantry out, that's fine. We're going to keep up a hot fire on their guns out here. You end up just kind of having yourself in an army v army fight. You kind of have to have a really big map, I think, in order for it to end up being like a real army v army kind of a situation in a sandbox setting. You know, with the armies needing to actually hunt one another down, use cavalry, use screening. The map's just got to be a little bigger. This was just kind of like putting us in a cage, find each other quick, get in a huge battle just like we're doing, and let that be that. Now, we've had the victory location this whole time. What am I at here? Okay, we're at 2-1. Yeah, so we've lost way more, and we're at 5,700 points, it looks like. Okay. So, we've got Porter's whole corps. Ricketts. He's with First Corps, so First Corps is still available. Why don't we take Hooker? And why don't we push him toward the objective here? Let's just bring him here. Banga. There you go. So you'll have Hooker ready to push back on this side if the Rebs. So I guess I was wrong. The Reb main body is definitely, I mean, it's kind of split. I feel like this is Jackson, or this is Longstreet, this is Jackson. That's what I feel like. Now you're coming in here and you're just working the tactics. Trying to get everybody into a nice firing line right here. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, we got a nasty little fight right there. The 20th New York kind of out on its own right there. Got our infantry pushing into the woods against some cav. Got artillery support. Let's have the 16th New York come on. Join the firing line over on this side. You got this brigade out in an all-out attack. Let's go, boys. Come on. Plod through there. Get on the attack, boys. We're still hanging tough out here. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, it looks pretty good, boys. This wild battle. Of course, don't forget, this is Alternate History Gaming. I am Bank60s, your humble and gracious player host. Click that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe if you're brand new. Hit the notification bell. Jump into the chat. We're having a good old time, gentlemen, here in this massive Army v. Army Sandbox battle. What a splendorous sight. Okay, let's get this brigade in it right here. Couch's remaining brigade. I think we need to drive this way. Boom. I think this brigade, they need to retreat. This regiment, same. We'll pull back to these woods right here while we have this next brigade push forward. Let's get these guns set up right here. Do it. Do it. Okay, you boys right here. Okay. Go, go, go. Alright, and then we'll have the rest of this division's artillery, I guess, get itself set up. And maybe just have it go right here. No big deal. Alright, so we'll kind of be defilade back over the ridge top here. I'm fine with that. Let's bring these troops back into the woods. Whoops. Okay, Green's division kind of went out there first, I think. Okay. Right. So let's take Steinrook and let's bring him here. If he'll let us. And then let's take... Okay, these boys are going to fire. Let's fine. We just want to get these guys back while these guys are going forward. Try to fight more in the woods. Ah, lost some of our troops along the wall. I think we'll hang. If they want to come at us, I'm going to let them just do that. Well, they seem to be making a little bit of headway right here. Ooh, we're a little low on ammo with some of these guys. Got some tough rebs right here. Gosh darn, we might break in that part of the line. We really don't have anybody. This part right here. We really just have Cox's division. 9th Corps troops. Let's go ahead and bring them. Just field march over here. Boom. And we'll keep them on the move. And they'll fit in right here. Because we were going to use them as a hedge against turning movement here. But I think we've managed to get this under control. Let's have Davis's division, or Davis's brigade. Let's have Cohen's division of cavalry. Now get itself formed up further to the rear. Let's go boom like this. More like that. He'll pull his guns out and everything. Okay, we need him to do it again. We'll do this. Boom, boom, boom. Now take command of everybody. See, Cohen's division. Good. Or, okay, Cohen may be the cavalry corps adjutant or whatever. Okay, we got a good looking line here. And we're looking pretty good here. Yeah, they're succeeding at potentially breaking my center right here. Porter is our final reserve. Looks like our attack out here has not borne so much. Let's go ahead and go with the attack. They just have this gigantic clump of artillery right there. Problem. It's a problem. Let's go ahead. Let's retreat with these boys. That'll help these guys, I think. It's good that we brought up the guns right in the center. Okay, let's take it off TC. So these guys will do what they're supposed to do. Let's come right out here. Go there now. Halt. Go there now. Bingo. Okay, now we've got Howe out. Let's get Howe into a probe, or rather a defend. Tyndall's brigade. I'm going to have him hold now. We don't need to attack anymore. Way out here on the left. Here we go, boys. Just get a new brigade operating in this area right here is kind of really all I'm looking to do. I want to stay on the reverse side of the slope, and you know, we'll just take care of Rebs as they try to come over or push over. Hopefully we don't get our guys killed. There's a nice volley. We'll just try to stay on the reverse side of the slope fighting them right there. Tactics, tactics. Who are we facing? Barksdale. Hood's Texas Brigade. Shit. Kershaw. So this is McLaws and Hood over here. That could be a problem. Let's try to move some troops forward right there. See the 20th New York falling back right here. Just got nothing for these troops here. Just trying to keep them busy. I'm happy with that. Here's where we might have them. Right through here. Ooh, maybe not. Let's get into these woods if we can. That was killing us. Let's go here. Woods, stop. Woods, stop. Good. All right, now right here, we're going to try and sweep them. 27th New York. The battle lines are joined. This Civil War combat continues. Such a pleasure to have so many folks joined into the chat and watching on the stream tonight live. You guys are the best, man. Cheers to you. And I hope your Memorial Day weekend's going all right. Ready? Fire volley in these bastards. Bam. Charge. Get the line set. Then you can kind of get in here, take charge, some tactical. Yep, that's right. You better run. Come on. Okay, we'll march. We'll advance. We'll advance. Right there. These boys are exhausted in the woods. These guys getting winded. Same. I would imagine they are as well. They've got some fresh troops in the rear, I think. This is still a lot of their cavalry over here. Looks like we got out into this orchard. Or nearly so. Ah, dang, no. They've formed up on this stone wall out here. Okay, get back. Get back. Got artillery there. Still hanging tough over this way. First Corps on its way to, not even using the road. Get a charge from way back here, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be up to them to come up this slope and into these woods. I don't think I'm willing to go at them so much. Let's go ahead and get over here. These boys will cheat a little bit and get on the wall with them officially. That's all the artillery support we can afford over here, I think. You know, if I were them, I might pull back in this meeting engagement. I might pull back to here. Anchor. Anchor back to here. Or against a human opponent, it's what I would advise. Okay, let's have these boys go ahead and retreat. And let's have these boys under okay, that's Crawford's troops. Okay, got it. You got Cochran over here. Uh-oh. Jenkins, South Carolina battalion's driving us off the wall. By God. We need to jump back on here with the 23rd Pennsylvania. Okay, go ahead. Retreat. You boys, get out of there. Okay, this reserve force right here that's going to kind of crawl over this way and push. Again, might be a little problematic. Had a bunch of troops that looks like retreat back this way. See if we can't get this figured. Try to have Franklin's troops help out. This massive clump of artillery. That's our biggest problem. Massive brigade right here is exhausted. These guys are retreating because they're fatigued so badly, I think. Yikes. I do still think we're going to be in good shape over here. We got 2 regiments this way that can flank. Same as... Here we go. Take them forward. Beautiful. This fight in this woods right here. Let's have these guys come forward on the flank right here. 470 men. Look like they're pretty fresh. '96 Pennsylvania right in here. Let's retreat. And let's just get against these woods right here. Let's just hang tough along this wooded area right here instead of standing out in the open getting killed. And maybe they'll push with some infantry that we can get with these guns. We'll hold on to these 2 wooded locations a little bit more tightly. Got a bloody field out here. Holy moly. Again, playing a full Army v. Army battle and Sandbox play here in Scourge of War, gentlemen. This is what it's all about. right, got back on the wall. Good. Let's do that with these boys right here. Let's do that with these boys right here too. Come on. Keep coming, keep coming. We gotta push forward here. The center position, I'd say probably the one I'm worried the most about. Not here necessarily. Oh shoot. Okay, we're low. Crap. Crap. You got an ammo wagon somewhere nearby? Damn it. Not exactly. Nobody closer, really? Okay. Whose division is this? Right, Brooks' division. Alright, so boom. Oh, maybe the core has the yeah, it's a core supply wagon. Okay. Got it. Let's TC it and run it over here. Six core hanging on over here. Very good. 12th Corps and 9th Corps fighting together over here, and we've got some 9th Corps troops that are coming up, or they were. Yeah, here I think we got 1st Corps troops here. Nope, this is 9th Corps. These are some of our saviors. Cox's division there. These guns, could probably use them right here. Like that. These guns could probably use them right here. Like that. If we need a backup line of defense, and you just hate it if they take these woods and these woods. That won't be good. And these woods. But that'll be what Hooker's here for. He's going to be coming up and be tired, though. Ooh, maybe not. Okay. Ricketts. So let's have Hooker take charge of all the officers under his command. I've got him positioned pretty well there, overall. Just, you know, in terms of kind of like a sandbox video games respect. Here you've got this last division under Rodman. It's found its way here. Let's go boom. Go ahead. Let's get down there. Maybe we get ourselves around the flank and we can actually launch an attack over here with some confidence. Yeah, these boys are doing fine. Same. It's just kind of a wait and see while I don't think they're going to attack across this open ground. They've got their artillery out there. It's going to be in these woods in this central position here. We're going to probably have to peel 1st Corps troops off. Matter of fact, I guess what I should say is that I have doubts that I'm going to be up late enough to finish this battle. So there's that. But that's what I would be busy doing. And then over here, we kind of have the ability to crack through the center of the line, so to speak, and break their position here and try to sweep them. Let's go ahead. Let's boom. Forward. Here we go. 27th New York. Get ready for a volley. And how close are they? First North Carolina. Okay, ready and stop. Volley fire coming in. Let's go. Blammo. Charge. Oh, they're tired. Keep the volley fire going. Okay, we had a little trouble over here. Let's fall back. Damn. They seem to be holding us a little bit here. Let's go ahead and let's advance on these guys. We shouldn't be having to fart around with these revs over here. Fire. Okay, fire at will. That's fine. Right there. 8,000 casualties. And 9,100 points for McClellan. I would say now at near noon, he would probably go ahead and try to just arrange this thing so that it doesn't get totally out of hand. Probably no big attacks anywhere. I think we put him, let's put him here. Here we come down the flank. That could be a nice little coup de grace. Yeah, they've got a punch they could take right here. This is the spot right in here. See, they pushed us off of our wall. Let's go defend with Crawford again. He's lost about half his strength, but we need these guys back in the fight. Let's go probe with Cochran, who is also down quite a bit on strength, but... And the other thing is we see a lot of units on the map, but you can see here they're not very large. Uh-oh, they're starting to drive us a little bit here. 6 core troops, okay. So these guys loaded back up. These guys, good. Let's get back to it, boys. Over here on the flank, we're on the wall right here, good. I think we'll be doing all right there. I do. Here comes a charge all the way across. That's some weary Union troops of the 137th Pennsylvania. They're tired. They are tired. Got some reinforcements up here. Pushing through these woods here. Charge. Here we go, 5th Maine. Just going to charge into some infantry here of the 61st Georgia as we try and push through these woods. That's Lawton's brigade. So yeah, this is Jackson's corps over here. Oh, nasty melee right here, boys. Okay. Drove them off, making surrender. Let's go. I would say that's as far as we're going to get into these woods, man. Ah, shoot. Yeah, I don't see them making any big moves over here right now. We may have ourselves a solid battlefront here that just doesn't move much. Okay, so we've got about 9,300 casualties now. Still about 9,100 points, which is solid. Here's the cavalry, good. Got ourselves sorted there with them. Good. Then we've got, who's this? Weber's brigade. Looks like they were pushing into the attack, huh? The battle for this field right here is just insane in this stone wall. Let's go ahead and retreat. Let's let these guys take position on the wall right here. Let's have these guys wheel. Shoot into the field with guys coming across toward the wall. More skirmishers out here in the field as we fight over it some more. We continue to hold over this way with Brooks' brigade way out on the flank. Not a lot going on out here, and again, fighting over these woods right here. They seem to be pushing us. Who is this? Trimble's brigade? Okay. Okay, we need to take command of these boys. These boys. Get on the wall. Bingo. Got them on the wall. Get out of here. Ah, we ran right there. Up on the wall. Up on the wall with these boys. 108th New York, you're our only hope. Here they come with some troops from Anderson's brigade. Try to push this wooded area here. Don't want to let them have it without a fight. Golly, this wooded area here looks like they may be able to take it. Shit, we're exhausted now with the 108th. They've got the wall, though. Coming across this field, that's what we want to try to make a problem for them ribs, man. We're doing pretty well here. It's good retreat there. Still hanging on to these wood. They're pushing in, though. Bit by bit. Yeah, I don't think McClellan, I don't think even McClellan would be ready to just give this one up yet. But it does seem like we're approaching a bit of a stalemate. You see we have Cox's division up. We've kind of got them matched everywhere that they're trying to outdo us. We're on their flank here. Let's have Rodman come out. Let's have him come out and just scare the daylights out of him, huh? Yeah, line's going to probably be static here. You see all of this blue casualties here, my God. Where we've kind of tried to push over this ridge right here. Hadn't worked out. This artillery park is just, you know, is what it is. Ferrero's brigade. Yeah, attack, that's still fine. Yeah, but I would say we have reached a place where I think you've got a bit of a stalemate working in here. The Rebs don't have us overpowered anywhere along the line. We have them outflanked now. Over here, it's just a whole lot of picking and prodding. I think the casualty count will continue to go up bit by bit through the rest of the day. You know, we'll get up over 10,000 casualties and then probably have to, you know, call it a day, I guess you might say. And the real thing is how I might surmise that this goes. But otherwise, like I say, I don't think we're going to have a decisive result if we just continue fighting this thing. I think it ends up kind of at a stalemate. And, you know, you re-rack it, set it up for the following day maybe. Or maybe the Rebs or McClellan decides to back far enough up where they come all the way off the map, or we back way up to here. You know, McClellan doesn't like the casualty figures the way they look right now. Maybe. But I will say, your man is tired tonight. We got to get to bed. That's for sure. But I will say, it sure has been fun, my friends. No doubt about that. Scourge of War Army v Army Sandbox play tonight here on Alternate History Gaming with me, Bank60s, your humble and gracious player host. You will see the name pop up if you don't know how to spell it and how it looks, of course. Bingo, Bank60s right there. I will be putting the schedule up for the following week's, this coming week's streams here soon. I would let you know, by the way, when we get back into Scourge of War, I'm probably going to refocus on a new project that I'd been planning on doing, and that was the 7 days battles using ASDS Life's mod for Scourge of War. We're probably going to apply the TP mod, the Turning Point mod as well. I think that'll probably work well with this 7 days campaign. So there's a whole bunch of carryover scenarios that last several hours apiece, and we're going to divide this out over several streams in the lead up to the anniversary of the 7 days battles in late June. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I would say, aside from that, I think we're gonna probably. I'm not yet ready to roll out everything that I want to roll out for this upcoming Grand Tactician Confederate campaign. I've got some narrative stuff that I want to produce for you for that live stream that I haven't produced yet. That's all got to do with the way that the scenario is going to be set up pre-war, right? And so I'm looking forward to doing that. And I just want to be able to take a little extra time to get all that done. In the meantime, here's the good news. Next week, probably we'll spend 2 streams doing a brand new kind of look at a demo of a new Napoleonic Wars game that is in the works. You've seen other content creators talk about it. And no, it is not Grand Tactician's new Napoleonic game. I got a key to another one, so we're going to check it out. I'll let you know what it is when we get there, of course. I'll tease you until then. But it's a fun little game. And we should have some fun in the stream playing it. Can't wait for that. That should be a good one. We'll get back into U-Boat this coming week. And then something I was going to throw out there as kind of a wild card is one. If you go back and look at my channel, some of you guys that are new who don't already know, I like Crusader Kings 3 a lot. And I've had this long-running series of a Vikings playthrough in Crusader Kings 3 that is the House Ivering. And I'm thinking I might drop in a stream of Crusader Kings 3 next week and just kind of see how it goes. Those have been pretty well attended in the past, and I haven't done one at all. The House Ivering hasn't been on the stream here in a long time, months and months and months. And we've hit a real snag in that story, too. So loading that campaign back up and jumping back into it could be a whole lot of fun. But like I say, this new Napoleonic Wars game, U-Boat, maybe some Crusader Kings 3, but probably one more Grand Tactician, maybe like end of next week, is when I jump into the Confederate campaign and actually get that started. So I just want to make sure I set expectations properly there so that you know kind of what's coming down the line. I think that's it for tonight. Once I mentioned again, guys, appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for the super chats tonight. You guys, you're the best. I just can't thank you enough for that. If you like what you saw tonight, click the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Hit the notification bell. Comment when the VOD drops. Of course, hype the streams and the videos. We're alternate history gaming with me, Bank 60s, and I will be seeing you